Good morning, Avon. Thank you, class, for asking me to speak to you. I must admit, I waffled a little. I actually told Mr. Heimberger no. As my sister Heather in Houston would say, who is watching, hey Heather, I'm tired, y'all. I am tired. My creative well was dry. I didn't think I had anything to say, so I said no. But then one night at 1:30 a.m., like all my best lesson plans do, the words just came to me. I typed my speech on my phone next to Mr. Kennell snoring, and here we are. Today's lessons, roadblocks, and optimism. I have a catalpa tree in my yard. Do you guys know what catalpa trees look like? Anyone? They've got flowers on them, they're really big. It blooms every year this week. It's over 100 years old, and whenever I look at it, I think of my graduates. I think of it as my graduation tree. I think of every student who I've taught who stood or sat here, and I kind of get a little weepy. So every time these flowers bloom, I'm like, oh, Ashley and Ben. And education is a career of faith. It's one where the fruits of your labor surface years down the road. You stay optimistic that the lessons you teach, like adaptability, integrity, and time management, will someday take root, but most times you never actually see those flowers bloom. I teach English. We polish our writing skills, we analyze stories to understand human nature, and learn lessons how not to behave when you survive a plane crash, Lord of the Flies, right? We learn that you cannot relive the past, like Great Gatsby, tough ending. But really, my course is just a vehicle. The English doesn't matter. It's a vehicle for teaching students how to learn, how to overcome obstacles and roadblocks, and how to find success through struggle. And this year, those tasks have left me more exhausted than usual. I'm sure the parents in the audience can commiserate. Parents, you should be commended. I am really most proud of you. I have a bunch of teenagers in my house, and getting them out the door and to school and making them do their homework and going to practice and finding that uniform in the house and then beating them. Right? Mom, what's for dinner? Cereal. It was a hard year, but parents, you did it. You got these babies to graduation day. You deserve, I know we're going to do it a bunch of times, but another round of applause. Come on, guys, clap for your parents. Cereal tonight. It was a difficult task these 4 years. So graduates, this is one of those sweet years where I've taught almost every single one of you, even though we were robbed sophomore year. We survived the COVID years. It's been difficult for the staff and the teachers. I'm not gonna lie. My fear is that the next few years will be even more difficult for you than the last few years have been for us. In many ways, school was not real for you. The district, parents, teachers, society, we removed most roadblocks for you. Understandably, it's been a weird 4 years. Let's retrace. You had 4 very different school years. Picture it. Freshman year, shutdown, COVID, the world was ending, the streets were empty, hysteria, fear, the sadness of that summer. Sophomore year, hybrid learning, masks, amazing Wednesdays. Do you guys remember Wednesdays? You could catch up on work, but wow, nothing stuck. Half of you were here 2 days, and the other half were home for 5 days, and then they were here for 2 days, and you were home for 5 days. This is how every week during hybrid learning went. Hey Thursday guys, remember what we learned last week? Remember that story? No, me neither. Let's start again. I think it took us like 3 weeks to get through a short story. It was tough. We did that all year long. I don't know how we learned anything that year. Junior year, sort of normal, but we still wore masks. If you look at the pictures in the hallway, people are playing basketball with masks on. Regents exams didn't count. Yay. Or were canceled altogether. You never really understood high-stakes testing. Hopefully next year you will. School seemed like an imposter, right? Like homework, deadlines, yeah, right. And then senior year. Back to what teachers knew as normal, but you seniors had really never known. Deadlines, still a struggle, right? Can I get a whoop-whoop? Some of you never turned one assignment in on time. And guys, that is something you're gonna really need to work on. You know, late fees exist. I used to pay $30 in late fees for VHS tapes. Do you guys know VHS tapes? Yes. Wegmans got a lot of my money. But if I had $1 for every late assignment you guys turned in these 4 years, I could upgrade my Caravan. But don't despair. You survived the COVID high school years. You hated a lot of it. You were definitely robbed of many experiences. You cried. I cried. You turned in lots of late assignments. You opted out of tests. You came in late. Very late. That's right. You know who I mean. You left early. Broke up with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you broke up with your best friend, you lost championships, you lost your Chromebook charger, you lost my Chromebook charger, but don't despair, you made it. You persevered, you finally met some roadblocks, you complained and tried to get others to move them, but eventually you dug deep and figured out how to get past them and keep going. You made strides with technology that literally I never thought could have happened. Zoom learning? Adults struggled with Zoom learning. Zoom work, right? You guys just did it. I can still see your smiling faces from Wednesdays, right? Remember those Wednesdays meetings where we would do vocab? Everyone was smiling, then we'd see Mally's dog. Mally's dog was smiling. Mally was not smiling. You made morning shows that made us laugh. Avery and Emery, I think you deserve an Emmy. Where's Emmy? You deserve an Emmy for daytime talk shows. You were witty and informative. You guys made TED Talks and research papers about the oceans and media, about movies and fangirls, about hunting and nostalgia, modeling and poetry. Those were amazing. I had tears in my eyes when I watched them. The culmination of all your hard work, there it was. I learned so much. You have built literal houses. You've learned welding. You wrestled in the state tournament. Where's my boy Ryan? You went to state qualifiers for track and field. You won sectionals. You set so many records on the basketball courts, arena, right? You played at the Blue Cross Arena. You guys played at Darien Lake. You crushed the tests you took, and you made plans for work and college. You set goals and found success. You did not let the roadblocks stop you, even the roadblocks that you yourself constructed. And honestly, that is the only lesson you need to learn from Avon. Don't let the roadblocks stop you. Life is only a series of roadblocks. Your job is to see each hassle, each fear, each boring thing. This is so boring. Each difficulty as an opportunity. And you have done that. For some of you, it was a struggle. For others, it just came naturally. For others of you, you're still getting there. But you worked while quarantined on your own at home. Like, that's kind of amazing. And that has given me faith in you to know that you're ready. I have seen the glimmers in all of your eyes, the moments when a flash of you as an adult appears before me, and I know you will not let the roadblocks stop you. And that's where the optimism comes in. We hope that those lessons that seem not to stick will surface years from now. Just when you most need them, you're going to hear my voice, and that is optimism. Guys, I teach creative writing with a lot of seniors. Some of them I had as juniors last year, and it is an amazing class, like all of these guys. They're all amazing. These students, They're going to be dancers and teachers and parents and editors, doctors, police officers, marketing execs, lawyers, psychologists, speech pathologists, etc., etc. But what really matters is that they are the kindest, warmest, I'm going to cry, people, and I got to spend every day with them. One of them, 2 years. One of them, 3 years. Where are you, Claire? We had so much fun writing and getting inspired. We talked about glimmers, the small moments in your life that spark joy or peace. They're the opposite of triggers, right? We're all like looking for triggers. Look for the glimmers. Moments like when they wrote children's books and read them at the elementary school to the little kids. Guys, I was out in the hallway literally crying, watching them read these stories to these kindergartners and first graders. We had lots of circles, right? We sat in a circle and had so many interesting questions. If your life was a novel, what genre would it be? What wild animal could you successfully fight? A goose? Guys, Bella said an alligator. She said she was taking down an alligator. What's your favorite song for happy days? Sad days. We actually made a pretty amazing creative writing playlist. You can find us on Spotify. Go follow it. Who came into your life at just the right moment, just when you needed them? Who came into your life, guys? Take a moment, right? We all have someone. Those answers always made me cry because they all had someone who made the world better for them. And they were so grateful for those people, those glimmers in their lives. Sometimes it was just someone who said hi in the hallway, right? You're having a bad day, someone says, hey, that's enough to make your day better. In a circle a few weeks ago, a student asked, why is it easier to be negative? Many of them agreed, it is easier to be negative. My question was, is it really? The media, yeah, it takes us there. Some politicians want to take us there. Even our best friends take us down the abyss of negativity, talking smack about others, judging people because we envy them, hating our circumstances, which we can change, wallowing. I love to wallow sometimes. We all wallow. But look around. Is negativity really easier? This whole audience is here to celebrate you. Take a moment. Look out there. Find your person right now. You guys, look out. Find your person. Find your person. Might be your mom, might be your dad, maybe your nana, or your pop-pop. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a teacher. Maybe it's me. Is it me? Lock eyes with them. Feel that. That is the power of optimism. Those guys believe in you. They think you're worth it, and we all do. All these teachers, educators, principals, they get up every morning to make sure you're educated enough to have a good life. The Board of Ed, they literally volunteer their time to set the stage for your education. That's pretty positive. Everyone looks so great. I'm having a great hair day. Optimism is the only way. We must drink from the cup of human kindness, because if we don't, what are we even doing? And how do we do that? Glimmers, small moments of golden light, the little compliments and niceties that make us all feel better. They are the social glue that keeps humanity from destroying each other. Don't ever hesitate to tell someone when you have a positive thought. Speaking of which, Mrs. Pack, you're my role model. Mr. Wagner, thank you for always listening to me, everything I go to you with. Find a way to let the negativity go. Be kind to those who you think don't deserve it, because they deserve it the most. Find beauty in the people around you, and find ways to be grateful for the gifts that you've been given. Every day, choose gratitude. Live your life for something, not against something. Living for something is the path to happiness. So, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful that the other speakers who asked to be here before me said no. They really missed their chance. Talking to you today is the most important job in the world because I need each of you to know that I am grateful for you. Your tenacity, your intelligence, your beauty, your creativity, your athleticism, your smiles, your hugs, and your promise. If you guys could take that terrible freshman year and turn it into today, I am confident, so confident, that every failure you experience, every roadblock you meet will be no match for the optimism and faith of the graduates of the class of 2023. And today you all get added to my catalpa tree, right? When I go home today, I'm gonna look up there and see you guys. So, take some time this summer to reflect on who has made your life better. Tell them. Look for the glimmers of joy, the blooming catalpa tree, the perfect frosty root beer from Tom Wall's, the sweaty ending to a good run, and then the love of Pete. Reflect on your problems with deadlines. You can do better. So, I need you all to go and follow me on social media so that I can see not just Mally's dog, but all your dogs and cats and future wives and husbands and babies and promotions and vacations and new cars. It's the only way that I can survive the heartbreak of letting you all go. This is the hardest part of being a teacher. I love you all. My heart is breaking. Thank you for listening to me one last time. Congratulations. I am so proud of all of you.